love liminal spaces. You know, those places that feel like you've been there before, but something's wrong. Places that are abandoned by everyone. Places that should be full of life, but their emptiness makes them special. Minecraft, for many of us, has become one of those places. Remember when Minecraft first took the world by storm? It was more than just blocks and pickaxes. It was an entire universe where imagination ran wild. Every tree chopped, every diamond mined, every creeper that exploded right behind you, it all meant something. Hell, it was honestly exhilarating. You'd be there, minding your own business, and the next thing you know, you're in an all-out turf war with a spider jockey. But behind the personal worlds and solo adventures, there was a bigger realm, a broader community, the world of Minecraft servers. You'd build, fight, trade, and sometimes just hang out and chat. Friendships blossomed, rivalries formed. Some servers felt like bustling city centers, while others felt like quaint towns where everyone knew your name, or at least your username. Now, why am I going on about all this? Because those servers, like all things, changed with time. Some thrived, some faded, but all left an indelible mark on the players who called them home. So let's dive deep, take a trip down memory lane, and explore the liminal world of old Minecraft servers. So you think you've got a handle on Minecraft, right? Building your little dirt hut, fighting off skeletons, maybe even taking on the Ender Dragon if you're feeling fancy. But then multiplayer servers came into the picture, and it changed everything. Minecraft was no longer just a game. It was a social revolution in pixelated form. The magic was in the endless possibilities. Sure, single player was fun, but suddenly you had a whole world of friends and enemies to share it with. It's like walking into a park. You never really know who you're gonna meet or what's gonna happen, but you know it's gonna be an adventure. And let's talk about the abundance of server types that sprang up. First off, Hunger Games servers. Who could forget the adrenaline rush as the countdown hit 0 and you sprinted to the cornucopia hoping to grab something, anything, before hightailing it out of there. Yeah, it was Minecraft, but with stakes, alliances, betrayals, and the omnipresent fear of getting jumped by a guy who somehow got diamond in like the first 3 minutes. Or maybe you're more of a tech-it person, diving into mod packs that transform Minecraft into like an industrial playground or a magical realm. Remember the first time you figured out how to automate a quarry, or when you brewed your first awkward potion? Or remember those like mod showcase YouTube videos we used to all watch to figure out how to build a Tigger's Construct forge or how to craft like the most basic stuff? Yeah, that was modded Minecraft and it was mind-blowing. Or maybe you were like me. Growing up, okay, being fully honest here is a little embarrassing, but just promise to keep this a secret. I played on a roleplay survival type server called DatPixel, which was sister servers with Skittle MC, which is still up. Unfortunately, DatPixel has been shut down. On that server though, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It was just a survival server with economy and marriage and all these dumb plugins, but the point of it was the community. Most people who played regularly knew most other people. It was beautiful and transformative in my life. When I was a little kid with not enough social skills to make friends, I found friends on that server. These servers weren't just games within a game. They were entire subcultures. Whether you were into solving complex redstone puzzles or fighting in intense PvP battles, there was a place just for you. And what made them so hauntingly special was the community. Sure, you had the trolls and the griefers, but you also had people who would lend you some iron ingots or just be a friend. Someone to sit in Discord with for hours when nobody else was around. Even aside from the big servers, you remember the good old days, right? Teaming up with a few friends, pitching in some cash to rent a server. None of that big Hunger Games or faction stuff. Just you, some friends, and a survival world. That was the charm, really. It was raw, it was pure, and it was all yours. We'd start near the spawn point, usually with some hastily made dirt homes, but over time we'd upgrade. Dirt to wood, wood to brick. We were so proud of those homes too. We'd build a wood house that had 3 stories, and we'd really deeply think it was amazing. And it was, to us. And that's what matters. In mining trips, absolute chaos. Digging straight down, even though everyone says you shouldn't. Hoping for some diamonds, and then freaking out at every creeper hiss. The best part? Those silly jokes on voice chat while trying not to get lost in caves. Or when someone would borrow some stuff from your chest and the whole server would turn into like a courtroom drama. Fast forward to now, and those worlds, they feel different. Quiet. Empty houses with chests full of stuff. That roller coaster project you never finished. And those goofy signs with jokes that only you and your friends would get. It's wild walking through those places now. It's like going back to your old childhood home and finding all your old toys. a snapshot of a time gone by, a time more simple, a time where everything was easy. It hits you in the feels, doesn't it? Those worlds are like time capsules. They remind us of the fun times, the late nights, the teamwork, and yeah, even the silly fights. They're not just blocks and items, they're memories. And while we might not jump back into the servers like before, the memories, they stick around. And that's the real treasure. It's like the meme of how everyone will place their last Minecraft block one day and not even notice their last. It's dumb, but for people like us who grew up on Minecraft, it kinda hits deep. But anyways, times change, right? Servers that once felt like an endless summer fair now feel like ghost towns. A pixelated limbo where the echoes of laughter and the clashing of swords still hang in the air. And that's what we're here to explore. The beauty and the eeriness of these liminal spaces that we once called home. And I wanted to explore some of these servers. So I did. So first, I just went onto servers-minecraft.net and looked for servers that were still technically online, but had no players logged in. This is what I found. The first server I logged into was called S Vanilla Survival. I wasn't sure what to expect, but when I logged in, it looked like the most basic factionsy server ever. Oh my gosh, it's so empty. I looked around and tried to find answers, and I thought I wasn't gonna find anything until I saw this. Whoa. Some huge cobblestone structure. I got behind it and found exactly what I was looking for. Griefed, old, nostalgic Minecraft builds. Remnants of memories and friends hanging out. Almost brought a tear to my eye. I remember this kind of stuff all the time when I used to play Minecraft with my friends. At the time, you don't think that much about it. If anything, you're just kind of pissed that your stuff got griefed. But at least for me, seeing this all these years later, looking into the past of a friend group, probably just like my own, I'd give just about anything to live one more day where being griefed in Minecraft was my biggest worry. Okay, let's look for one more survival server to look at. This next server is pretty sick. It's called Survival Rocks, and it reminded me a lot of my old days of Minecraft servers like this. I started off answering these kind of dumb questions about the rules, and then I got thrown into the world. There was one problem though. They teleported me somewhere completely random. I thought all hope was lost until I realized I could try /warp. And sure enough, there were some warps for me to go to. This server really reminded me of old stuff I used to do. This shop is something that I'd totally be into back in the day. I remember watching those old Sunday videos where he would find some loophole or exploit in the market on faction servers. That was my real childhood. Then this whole base, this house, everything here is so nostalgic. I can tell whoever made this is so proud, and I love it. It's simple, but that's what makes it powerful, you know? I kind of got stuck inside the base a few times, and then I eventually died. But that's also the fun of Minecraft, right? Nothing always goes right. Also, I found this one server that was literally just a path that stretched on forever. Bro, I don't know who took the time to make this, but I mean, like, respect, bro. Walking through an old Minecraft server feels like stepping into a ghost town. Remember when this place was loud? The laughs, the shouts of, watch out for that creeper, or who's got some iron? Now, just silence. Only the soft wind, the quiet flow of water, and maybe a far-off zombie mode. You know those odd places that just feel strange, like something's just off? That's what this feels like. It's like wandering through the hidden corners of the internet, places we've forgotten but once loved. It's kind of sad, you know? Walking through a once busy square where players hung out, traded, and showed off cool stuff, or finding a huge castle built brick by brick to keep out mobs and other players, now just sitting there. And the homes, my gosh, bro, the homes. Each one tells a story about each individual person who like built it. I mean, every one of these houses is built by their own person. It's like it's a real guy living out here who really built that in Minecraft. And now those houses are just empty, quiet. But the signs get to me the most. The signs where players left notes or jokes. Maybe, this is Tim's, keep out, or tips on finding something cool. In the quiet, those signs make you remember the friends and fun times that were once here. It's wild how a game can make you feel this way. These blocky worlds hold so many memories of good times and great friends. Even if the server is quiet now, the feelings it brings back are strong and real. It reminds you that places, even online ones, can change and fade, but the memories stay. So what happens when worlds get left behind? When we look at the empty towns and quiet mine shafts, there's a story there, waiting to be told. First up, let's talk about Minecraft itself. Bro, the game's grown, hasn't it? From those early days of blocky pigs and kind of terrifying faceless green creepers, now we've got these massive updates like the aquatic or the nether one. And with every new block, potion, or creature, the way we played changed a bit. Some of our favorite servers just didn't feel the same anymore or weren't compatible with the new updates. And while Minecraft was evolving, so was the rest of the gaming world. There was a tidal wave of new games flooding the market. Ever heard of Fortnite? Of course you have. With games like that catching the spotlight, some folks were lured away off to new frontiers. It wasn't that Minecraft had lost its charm, it's just that there was so much more out there to try. But maybe the hardest pill to swallow is just the simple march of time. We grew up, jobs, college, life, it all started piling up. Our once tight-knit server groups began to drift. Logins became less frequent, and those nightly build sessions turned into monthly catch-ups until, well, silence. But here's the thing, even if we moved on, the memories didn't. Those worlds we built, they're still there. Monuments of laughter, creativity, and those late-night gaming marathons. It's like looking at an old photo album, right? A pixelated trip down memory lane. And every empty server, every abandoned base is a testament to the times we spent and the stories we crafted right there in that blocky universe. You know, amidst the chaos of creepers, ender dragons, and the ever elusive netherite, there's a heartwarming side to Minecraft that doesn't get talked about enough. The friendship. I mean, think about it. How many of us, as awkward teens or even younger kids, found our real friends in this game? For a bunch of players, especially the more introverted among us, Minecraft wasn't just about building and surviving. It was our digital playground, a space where we could truly be ourselves. It's kind of wild, isn't it? Here you are, holed up in your room, probably wearing those battered headphones, and suddenly you're laughing, plotting, and sharing with people from all corners of the globe. People you've never met in person, but people who'd rush over in-game if you so much as mentioned that you were short on diamonds, or needed help with a particularly tricky redstone setup. Some might have had friends at school, or like in their neighborhood, sure, but for others, like me, the friends they made on Minecraft were their main real friend group. Birthday wishes, venting about school, cheering each other up through tough times. It all happened against the soothing backdrop of block placements and the distant moos of Minecraft cows. The bond was real. Maybe it was because the game itself was a mix of challenges and creativity, or perhaps it was just a shared love for all things blocky. But whether you were building epic castles, battling in PvP, or just chilling out by your pixelated lakeside cabin, those moments spent with in-game friends were golden. Fast forward to today, and many of those relationships have withstood the test of time. For some, those Minecraft buddies turn into real-life besties, travel partners, or even roommates. And for those who lost touch, the memories remain etched in the digital landscapes they built together, a testament to the profound connections formed in the unlikeliest of places. You ever heard of a comeback? That's what's happening with some of these old servers. People aren't ready to let go, and who can blame them? They're rallying together, getting the gang back on, and breathing life back into what many thought were dead spaces. It's like that meme about how every friend group starts a Minecraft world for like 2 weeks every 6 months and then forgets about it and gets bored. And it's not just the old timers either making a return. New servers are popping up, taking notes from the classics. They're blending the old with the new in ways that make you feel nostalgic yet refreshed. The most surprising bit is the newcomers. They never experienced the servers in their prime, but they're still hopping on, exploring, and making Minecraft feel alive again. Alright, really quick, let's wrap this up. Minecraft servers, they're more than just a game. They're archives of countless shared memories. Every server has a story to tell, of friendships made, bases built, and battles fought. What stands out though is the natural yin-yang type of flow about these worlds. They rise, fall, but some also rise again, just like life. It's poetic in its own weird, Minecrafty way. So if you've got time to kill, revisit your old stomping grounds, wander those old builds, and think about the mark you left. You never know what you'll find.